The duty that you've given to this committee is to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Mr. Ndegwa, just before you proceed, I want to remind you that you've got 3.5 hours. You'll be required to use 3 hours to make your presentation, cross-examination, and re-examination. And the 30 minutes will be preserved for honorable members to seek clarification from your presentation.
Chair, we are well guided. We shall try to work within the circumstances. Where need be, we shall be making an application therein. Would you kindly...
Sorry, Chairman, perhaps just one aspect of guidance.
Yes.
Is the 3 hours that you have stated for both examination in chief and cross-examination and examination?
Yes.
Is it perhaps possible to apportion that time so that we are not done out of an opportunity to cross-examine, so that there are clear time slots for examination in chief, for cross-examination, and for re-examination?
Okay, we shall ask our legal team to do that. So we can proceed, and then we shall communicate later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Would you kindly tell these members your full names?
Thank you, Chair. Once again, I'm Honorable Kenyo Wangui, MCA elected to represent Mutira Ward. And for avoidance of doubt, Council and Chair, I'm a second-term MCA. And in the previous regime, I was holding the office of the Leader of Majority. And further, Chair, I want to confirm that us as MCAs, at times we are disrespected and disregarded, and therefore, the notion that MCAs are cancerous, actually, Chair, you were an MCA last term, and you can attest to the same, Chair. And Chair, as I proceed, I also want to say that I've undergone training, and professionally, I'm a chemical engineer, Chair. And as we proceed, Chair, I would want to say that the Senate is not only mandated to protect one arm of the county government, that is the executive. The Senate is mandated even to protect the county assembly from the excesses of the executive, Chair. And Chair, from the statement that was made by the governor, Chair, it's unfortunate that the arrogance, rudeness, and disrespect of the members of the county assembly, Chair, could be openly be seen and can be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mheshimiwa. From which university did you graduate from, and which year?
I want to confirm that I graduated from Kenyatta University in the year 2011, sorry, in the month of December.
Confirm that you are the mover of this motion in the county assembly.
Council, I want to confirm that I'm the mover of this motion and therefore should be accused as the chief accuser.
And were you elected through the Jubilee Party, or which party sponsored you to the assembly?
Council, through the chair, I want to confirm that I was elected as an independent candidate.
You are familiar with the content of the motion?
Chair, through the chair, I am.
You are familiar that the governor is facing accusations of abuse of office?
Through the chair, I am.
You also confirm that the abuse of office also manifests itself through undermining of the authority and the power of the county assembly?
Through the chair, I am.
Confirm to this committee whether the assembly has been able to offer effective oversight in the circumstances. Yes or no?
No, through the chair.
Would you lead us in your evidence, and you filed your statement before this committee? Would you wish to adopt it as your statement?
Through the chair, I adopt it as my statement.
And you confirm that the signature bearing herein is that of Honorable David Kenywa?
Through the chair, I confirm.
It is your evidence that the governor has been undermining the authority of the county assembly, yes?
Yes, through the chair.
Do you have evidence to that effect?
Yes.
And how has the undermining manifested itself?
I want to confirm that the governor of Kirinyaga has blatantly undermined the authority of the county assembly. It's the provision of the standing orders, the Constitution, and the County Government Act that the governor is supposed to table plans and address the county assembly annually. And through the chair, I want to confirm that I've been in that assembly since the start of this term, and the governor only appeared once during the opening of the county assembly, and that cannot be dictated or said to be an address because it was the official opening of the county assembly. Some of us, we were very new, and it was during the swearing in. In the year 2018 and in the year 2019, the governor has never done any address to the county assembly in which, in that address, it's supposed to determine and provide legislative agenda that also advises the budgeting and the planning of the county. Council, I haven't finished. I also want to say that the County Assembly of Kirinyaga and myself being the mover, this was the last resort.
The governor has annexed in her statement 2 addresses, purported addresses, one dated the 11th of September 2019 and the other one dated the 29th of November 2019. Yes? Did you witness those addresses and were you at the assembly at that particular time?
Chair, I want to say that I'm a strict attendant to the county assembly sessions and no such address was made to the county assembly.
Why is it so important for the county governor to address the assembly?
Number one, I want to say that is a legal provision within the standing orders and within the County Government Act, I think Section 30 of the County Government Act, that provide some of the responsibilities of the governor that is supposed to address the county assembly annually. And I want to say that we can even copy from the national government to which we as the county assembly borrows. We have seen the president addressing the joint session of the National Assembly and the Senate that has been happening annually. In the County Assembly of Kirinyaga, that has not been the case, and it's important since such addresses provide the legislative agenda for the County Assembly, and number 2, it advises budgeting and planning for the County Assembly. Therefore, the process of budgeting and planning in the county is challenged by the fact that there has never been such addresses.
Is it a provision in your standing orders that they ought to happen?
Yes, it's a provision in the standing orders of Kirinyaga County Assembly.
I want to take you through several letters. I'm referring to a letter dated 23rd, which is a request for information. It is addressed to one Gladys Kemingi, the CEC Health Medical Services in Kirinyaga County. Do you know her?
I know her. She is the recently approved CEC Medical Services and Health Services after the resignation of the previous County Executive Committee member for Health.
The letter is emanating from the clerk of the County Assembly, correct?
True.
You are conversant and aware of the information that you are seeking in respect to the health matters?
Yes.
Did you get a response to that letter?
Chair, I want to confirm that we did not get a response, and in pursuing the same agenda of the health sector and the challenges that we are facing in Kirinyaga, we as the MCAs proceeded to the county headquarters, and I want to confirm that we were tear gassed as MCAs and expelled from that area.
Chairman, with your permission. Chairman, this is the correspondence. So this is the bunch of correspondence that we had identified that we are confronting for the first time. Perhaps just to put that on record again, and we will try as best we can to deal with it during cross-examination, but I just wanted to put it on record that we are confronting this correspondence for the first time, and there may indeed be answers to them. It's just the opportunity to respond that we haven't gotten. Thank you very much.
Well noted.
So we can't also find,
Yes.
Tell us where they are.
Be on record, Senator.
I can't find in my bundle either. If maybe I could be guided and be told under what.
Okay, if honorable members, if you're experiencing any difficulties identifying any documents in your files, I would advise that you call one of the members of our secretariat to help you so that we do not interfere so much with the process. Yeah, Mr. Ndego, you may proceed.
Thank you, Chair. I also want to refer you to a letter dated 4th December 2017 Request for, sorry, not that one. The letter is dated 19th
Mr. Ndegwa,
March.
if the letters have been marked,
Yes.
you can advise this honorable committee that the letters have been marked in the following manner.
We have just tagged them, Chair, with some leaves. I don't know whether they'll be able to move with me. It's a leave indicated as seeking intervention.
You may proceed,
Allow me to mark them with the dates.
though it is a little bit cumbersome.
Witness, the letter dated 19th of March 2020. Again, it's a request for information to James Kenywa Mutugi, CEC Education and Public Service, correct?
Through the chair.
Did you get a response from the Office of the Governor in respect to that letter?
Chair, I want to confirm that the Committee on Education that requested for information concerning matters bursary, that we did not receive any response to that effect, Chair.
What was the status of the bursaries as at then in the county?
Through the chair, bursaries has been a challenge in Kirinyaga County that in the last 2 financial years, we have not been able to issue bursaries to our people, but applications have been made. But when we do the budgeting, during the supplementary budget, it has always been the priority of the governor to suspend the bursaries and remove the allocations meant for the bursary.
I refer you again to a letter dated 23rd March. We shall help the committee with one document that is properly marked. Again, it's a request for information addressed to Jacqueline Wanjiko Njogu, CEC Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries and Veterinary Services, Kirinyaga County. You're aware of that correspondence?
I'm aware of that correspondence made to the CEC in charge of agriculture.
Chair, point of order. Chair,
Yes, Senator Kajwang.
we'll find it extremely difficult to follow because the Assembly is proving its case. It's referring to documents which you don't have. And we cannot make any fair determination if you're not on the same page with the Assembly.
Honorable Senators, you may, for the letters, you may look at the document tagged as undermining the oversight authority of the Assembly. You will find the said letters, the 19th March letter, the 23rd March letter, the second letter. Are we there? Undermining the oversight authority of the County Assembly. But Mr. Ndegwa, next time you need to be more organized.
We were constrained of time, but we were well guided. We hope there will be no other impeachment.
But you are the owners of the impeachment, so you had enough time to make your documents right. Nevertheless, Senator Kajwang, are we on the same page?
Chair, I've got about 4 tags saying undermining the Assembly.
I think
In my pack, there are about 4 different tags undermining the Assembly. And so, and it's unfortunate, Mr. Chair, because it's eating into the time that the Assembly has. We really would not want to spend your time on trivialities. But we must also be able to be with you on the same page.
I think it's the first document immediately after the former director or administration tag. The next tag after that.
Yeah, Chair, can I make an intervention?
Yes?
Chair, the matters that are being raised by Honorable Kajwang are part of what we were raising in the morning. The difficulty, you can imagine if the Senate has a difficulty in following this process, you can imagine the difficulty for the governor to respond to these letters, which you are seeing for the first time now. They are said not to have responded for. You have no opportunity to show that they were responded to. You have no opportunity to show that those things are saying they were not done, they were done, because these letters have come at the last minute. And so we are saying there's abject injustice in pursuing this line of questioning. We have no problem with the production of evidence. But surely the rules of natural justice require that you be given notice. And finally, Chair, the response, the matters we are dealing with is the impeachment motion that was presented to the County Assembly and that was voted on. What we are now discussing now is a new trial before the Senate with new information. We are not sitting on appeal. Instead of dealing with the impeachment motion, we have now moved to new information, new evidence, and that is grossly prejudicial to the governor. And what it is sensationalizing, as opposed to dealing with the evidence that was presented. We have no problem with replying to this evidence, but there surely must be time. Otherwise, it will be very unfair.
Thank you. I think, honorable members, we shall try and navigate through these turbulent waters and get the documents because we are in it and we must finish it. On the issue of them prosecuting a different case, it is their case. They have the liberty on how to prosecute their case, and we shall give them an opportunity to proceed. Proceed, Honorable Council Ndegwa.
Thank you. I hope the members are with me on the letter dated 23rd of March 2020. It's a letter addressed to Jacqueline Wanjiko Njogu, CEC, Agriculture, Fisheries. Mr. Kinywa, did you get a response of that letter?
Chair, through the chair, I want to confirm that we never got the response.
Were these letters issued in the effort to initiate the oversight role?
Chair, if I may comment.
What is it, Honorable Mazaya?
Yes, I do have a letter.
Use your mic.
Yes, it's. I do have a letter dated 22nd of March. But the letter dated 23rd of March is not there, followed by the letter dated, I think, 30th of November. Now I'm also at loss. I don't have that particular document the Wakili is trying to refer to. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. I think it was just an omission in your file, but the chair has got the letter dated 23rd, addressed to one Miss Jacqueline Wanjiko Njogu. And I think, yes, you'll be served. That's why I said, honorable members, if you have any shortcoming with your file, kindly approach the secretariat. They'll be able to address, instead of having interjections. I think we shall be disadvantaging the members of the County Assembly who are trying to prosecute their case. So could we please just listen them as they prosecute their case without many interruptions?
Headed Chair, allow me to ask the members to move with me to a tag written CPSB, Chair. It's a letter dated 4th of March. There's a tag. It comes from the County Public Service Board. Witness, did you confirm the receipt of this letter? Was this letter received by the County Assembly?
Chair, I want to confirm that the letter was received in the County Assembly of Kirinyaga.
Where did the letter originate from?
The letter originated from the chairperson, County Public Service Board of Kirinyaga.
Are you privy to the content of the said letter?
Yes, I'm privy. Through
Yes.
the chairperson committee, the chairperson County Public Service Board was seeking for the intervention of the County Assembly Committee on Public Service on intervention on matters, recruitment in the county government of Kirinyaga, whereby the chairperson and his committee were receiving undue influence and coercion from Her Excellency the Governor on whom to recruit, and not in full disregard of merit and qualification.
In that specific letter, who was the subject?
The subject was one Pauline Kamau.
One Pauline Kamau.
Yes.
Was she eventually recruited to that position?
I want to confirm that Pauline was recruited in that position of the Director Administration to the county. And previously, Pauline Kamau was the PA to Her Excellency the Governor. And at the same time, there was an existing Director Administration who was more qualified and who had the letter of appointment. Therefore, there was no vacancy.
You speak to the qualifications of Pauline, yes? Why do you use the word more qualified?
The reason as to why I use the word more qualified is the fact that there is an advisory from the Transition Authority that advises on the qualification for the position of a director who is required to have at least a minimum of an undergraduate degree. And in this case, one Pauline Kamau, from her file, she not even produced a diploma. And in the same case, an advertisement was done for a vacancy that did not exist, so that the recruitment would be done in favor of Pauline Kamau for other interests.
Were you able to act upon the request of the County Public Service Board Chairman?
I want to say that being a member of the Committee on Public Service, we were able to react to it, and we summoned the chairperson to the County Public Service Board. However, the chairperson gave information to confirm that actually there was the coercion.
Honorable members, again move with me to another letter dated 4th December 2017, again from the chairman. Are you conversant of that letter? It is titled Request for Intervention. Yes?
Chair, I am.
What was the content of that letter?
Chair, again, it was on matters coercion from Her Excellency the Governor, and giving unnecessary and undue influence to recruitment in the county government of Kirinyaga in favor of the persons of her interest.
I want to move with you to a file that was filed by the governor. It's tender number CGK ICT 0T 046. It's contained in the files filed by the governor.
Mr. Ndegwa, I think the honorable members are unable to follow your presentation because your bundle of documents have not been bounded chronologically to help the members look for the document at the correct time. So we are unable actually to follow your presentation. I would maybe make a direction as follows, that wherever you suggest or you bring forth a document, you should bring it to the table of the clerk so that we can share it with members, because we are unable to follow your presentation completely. So is it possible we give you 5 minutes to plan yourself and then we continue?
It's possible, yeah.
Kindly.
Regera. Yes, Senator. We are on a 5-minute recess.
This is NTV.
To achieve great things in life, you must do little things every day, like the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate. 1, wake up, wake up. 2, brush up, brush up. 3, smile through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea. Smile through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea. Do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate and give yourself a future to smell about.
The deposit-taking SACCO movement is a key driver of mobilizing savings and extending credit in Kenya. The sector has at least 342 billion shillings worth of deposits and 374 billion shillings worth of loans disbursed in the economy. How is this movement weathering the COVID-19 storm? How are borrowers' loans being restructured to help them tide through the COVID-19 economic downturn? This Tuesday, Business Redefined discusses the SACCO movement, savings, and the COVID-19 shock.
He was by far the most renowned Luhya leader of his time. Not only did he hold sway over politics in Western Province, but during his time as Secretary General of the ruling Kenya African National Union, KANU, he was the second most powerful man in the party, if not in the country. Moses Budamba Mudavadi was born in humble surroundings in Vihiga location of the then Kakamega district. Mudavadi married Hannah Asianzale, with whom he would have 6 children. Their last born, Wycliffe Musalia, would later serve a stint as Kenya's 8th vice president before going on to become a deputy prime minister.
The blind man told police officers, afade mimi sijawahi ona bangi maisha yangu yote.
Hizo ma-award zikafanya watu waanze kuimbia award badala waimbe the word. Mimi mkinichagua mtaona miujiza.
Anajifanya siku hizi.
Kimbia mara moja.
Naogopa Mwenyezi Mungu na uji moto peke yake.
Hiyo si bangi.
The 3 sides of Anna.
Never say anything that would upset me, or you will bear the consequences, Iñaki. You'll never be able to get her out of your life.
She wanted to hurt me to the point of hiring someone to kill me. How on earth can I forget that?
That isn't true at all.
I understand that you don't want those women around your uncle like Viridiana, but Ana Laura's your sister, darling. She has the same right as you do to stay with him. Oh,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no,
she
no.
does.
She has no right whatsoever.
No, why not?
Because my uncle Mariano is mine
you
alone.
Want him for yourself.
I told you he's mine.
We're all the same. We have the same goal. In our own ways, we just want to help our fellow countrymen.
Sometimes I find it hard to control my emotions when I'm facing the same person who killed my father.
So what's the plan then?
Hello, Melchor. What's going on there? Melchor!
Kuandamana na mama akienda clinic na pia kujua hali yako ya HIV ni muhimu. Inaonyesha unamjali na pia unajali mtoto wako mtarajio. Je, unajijua?
Afya bora, maisha bora. Jipime, jiinue.
This is Fact Finder from the BBC.
We look at Russia's renewed relations with Africa and what's in it for the continent.
The wedding that never was. We look at how Nigerians fell for a fake alert on a clandestine wedding allegedly involving President Muhammadu Buhari.
We find out why you need to be cautious about what you publish online.
We want you to relax and feel safe in your own home, at the office, in a restaurant, at the salon, or any public space that you visit. Ace Cleaning products are a sure way of feeling safe and secure in your home.
He's gonna
Hey!
That's the end of you.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.